The second chapter is going to be a bit trickier, I think. It'll cover how to handle creatures out there, for better or worse. For example, repelling mole rats, learning about mirelurks, and when all else fails, how to handle being injured. So let's buckle down and get to work on this chapter. What's first? Mole rats can burrow into almost anything and cause a lot of trouble. So I figured I'd make a chemical repellent stick for people to shoo them off. But I need it to be tested before I put the recipe to paper in the guide. So I need you to find some mole rats and test it out a bit. Don't worry about the chemicals. I handled them all the time while experimenting, and I'm perfectly fine, aren't I? How about I let you have the leftover chems I used to make it? Heck, do a thorough job, and maybe I'll let you keep the repellent itself. It'll be easy. One tap with the applicator, and it overwhelms their senses with a sort of feel-bad sensation. Then they're gone before you know it. You could test it out on just a few mole ratties, but for real testing, try it on 10 or more. There should be plenty in the tepid sewers downtown. Oh, I can't wait to hear how the repellent's working.
Growing up in rural Kentucky, I had the best friend a boy could hope for.
Wow, it repels them that much? I can't wait for your full report. Absolutely. I'll bet you haven't been thinking about the guide as much as I have.
And completely inseparable.
Oh, I'm writing up the second chapter right now. It's called Thrive. It covers the various ways to get ahead and stay ahead of the various predators out there, and how to patch yourself up if you don't.
How many of this nation's youth are truly happy, truly carefree? Well, we both know
The info you're bringing back is great. Looking forward to more.
Signing off.
What's up guys, Badass here. Today we're going to be doing Wasteland Survival Guide chapter number 2. In this chapter we're going to be experimenting on mole rats and mirelurks. We're also going to be blowing ourselves up, which is pretty cool. Anyway, with all the other options out there, I truly appreciate you guys stopping by. And if you enjoyed the video, please drop me a like. And if you want more, if you need more, subscribe. Like.
I came to be elected to this most illustrious office. Or whether or not I had been elected at all. To that I must answer, of course. Of course I was elected. Sweet America. Of course. Isn't the right to vote the very foundation of a democracy? Fortunately, President, because the appropriate people of this great nation decided I should be. I am your duly elected representative. Of course, when the time comes, when my term is up, America will be free to elect a new president. And that person will have our full faith and confidence to carry our collective values forward into the future. Democracy, dear America. Democracy now and forever. Reflect upon all I have said, my America. Reflect and wait. For soon, this great nation will be reborn, and the Enclave will be established. Till we meet again, this is President signing off.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah? Well, sure. The very best kind. Try some. You've never tasted sweeter, I'll warrant. Bye.
Would shatter our hopes for peace,
Yeah?
order, and security.
Later.
These radical malcontents don't care about you. They don't care about America. All they care about is fulfilling their own selfish desires. Let's take a tally of these agitators, shall we?
You turn up?
There are, of course, the raiders. Those anarchistic ruffians who roam the wastes, preying on any and all stealing, murder. The so-called Brotherhood of Steel. Their nightly nonsense or supposed connections to the United States Army. These power-armored Boy Scouts are nothing more than common criminals with access to some antiquated technology. Criminals who have the audacity to claim this country's most important military installation, the Pentagon, as their own personal clubhouse. And don't be fooled, America. Those who have left the Brotherhood of Steel, branded outcasts, are just as dangerous, even more so. Exile. And what about the slavers of Paradise Falls? Frighteningly irradiating ghouls of underworld. And last but not least, the hideously mutated super mutants that have completely overrun the entire downtown DC area. Lawlessness, terror, they're all around. I know. Not for long, sweet America. Not for long. Oh, no. The Enclave will restore peace, order, and prosperity to this great nation. And those who oppose us will be removed forever. We've got apart now, you and I. But don't be sad, America. The Enclave is working tirelessly to rebuild this great nation, so you don't have to. This is your president, John Henry Eden, signing off. One of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your president, John Henry Eden, straight to your heart. Arbitrary power is most easily established on the roads of liberty, abused to licentiousness. President of the Enclave, President of America, President of your heart. This is President Eden, and you're listening to Enclave Radio, the voice of America.
Hey there.
Hello again, America the Magnificent. This is President Eden. Let's talk about government. Your government here. The Enclave. What is the Enclave? Why? Simple. The Enclave is you, America. The Enclave is your sister, your aunt, your friend, your neighbor. And well, yes, the Enclave is me as well. As your president, it is my responsibility to preside over our great democracy. So, as your president, I am the voice, and the heart and soul of voice, heart, of America. But only together. And we hope to reach our full potential. The way we were before the war. Whole, beautiful, powerful. One Enclave, one America. Now and forever. And now, dearest America, we must say farewell. For there is much work to be done. The Enclave never rests. Signing off. This is Enclave Radio with your host, me, President John Henry Eaton. And now, one of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your president, John Henry Eaton, straight to your heart. No evil can result from its inhibition more pernicious than its toleration.
Thank you. Whoever you are, thank you. The things they talked about doing to me. Look, I don't have anything to offer you except these supplies. I don't know why they didn't take it. Here, thank you again. I'm gonna try to make it home, if it's still there.
Candace, it's Ralph. Tell Dad there's no way in hell I'm spending nuclear Armageddon trapped with him in a fucking closet. You can have my number. It's 6. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a mushroom cloud to walk into. Have a happy Holocaust.
Hello, my beautiful America. This is President Eaton, and it's time we had a talk. We live in an age of poverty, greed, violence, destruction. Indeed, the very seat of the federal government, Washington, D.C., has been reduced to what is now known as the Capital Wasteland. The Capital Wasteland. How did it come to this, America? How did your leaders allow the most powerful nation on Earth to die? The answer is really quite simple. Incompetence. Incompetence at the highest echelons of power. We put our trust, our faith, in half-wits. Our intrepid leaders had everything they wanted. Power. Now, you and I. But don't be sad, America. The Enclave is working tirelessly to rebuild this great nation. you don't have to. Until we meet again, this is President Eden signing off. Hello again, America. This is John Henry Eden, your president. There are some things we should talk about, if that's all right. I've been thinking quite a bit lately about something we can all relate to, something that is unquestionably, inescapably American. I am referring, of course, to our great national pastime, baseball. Or so it had been. That's right, America. Before we were devastated by atomic war, each state had its own professional baseball team. Imagine a perfect, cloudless day. The sun is warm and welcoming. And on the horizon, they appear like knights of yore, armed with bats of ash and hickory. Their name, the Capitol Congressmen. Their purpose? To make you, dear America, revel in the joys of sport and sunshine, if only for an afternoon. Now, ask yourself this. What if the Capitol Congressmen could live again? What if they could compete with baseball teams from Pennsylvania or Maryland? Put your faith in John Henry Eden, great America, and baseball will live again. Comfort, recreation, healthy company, all live again. This country will live again. But for now, my America, we must part. Restoring the greatest country in the world to its former glory, well, that takes time. Even for the humble. Until we meet again, this is President signing off. I'm President John Henry Eden, and you're listening to Enclave Radio, the voice of warmth and reason in this cold, unreasonable world. president, John Henry Eaton. Let's chat, shall we? Did you know there are those amongst us who would shatter our hopes for peace, order, and security? These radical malcontents don't care about you. They don't care about America. All they care about is fulfilling their own selfish desires. Let's take a tally of these agitators, shall we? There are, of course, the raiders, those anarchistic ruffians who roam the wastes, preying on any and all, stealing, murdering. The so-called Brotherhood of Steel. Don't be fooled by their pseudo-knightly nonsense or supposed connections to the United States Army. These power-armored Boy Scouts are nothing more than common criminals with access to some antiquated technology. Criminals who have had the audacity to claim this country's most important military installation as their own personal clubhouse. And don't be fooled. Those who have left the Brotherhood of Steel, branded outcasts, are just as dangerous, even more so, being in exile. And what about the slavers of Paradise Falls? Frighteningly radiating ghouls of underworld. And last but not least, the hideously mutated super mutants that have completely overrun the entire downtown DC area. Lawlessness, terror, murder. They're all around us. I know. Not for long, sweet America. Not for long. Oh, no. The Enclave will restore peace, order, and prosperity to this great nation. And those who oppose us will be removed. Reflect upon all I have said, my friend. Reflect. This great nation will be reborn. And the Enclave will be its salvation. Until next time, this is John Henry Eaton, signing off. Hello again, America. This is John Henry Eaton, your president. There are some things we should talk about, if that's all right. Let's talk about government, shall we? Or more specifically, your government, dear America. The Enclave. Just who is the Enclave? Why, now that's simple. The Enclave is you, America. The Enclave is your sister, your aunt, your friend, your neighbor. And well, yes, the Enclave is me as well. As your president, it is my responsibility to preside over our great democracy. So, as your president, I am the voice, I am the heart and soul of the Enclave. That is to say, I am the voice, heart, and soul of America. But only together. Together can we hope to reach our full potential. The way we were before the war. Whole, beautiful, powerful. One Enclave, one America. Now and forever. We've got a part now, you and I. But don't be sad, America. The Enclave is working tirelessly to rebuild this great nation. So you don't have to. Until we meet again, this is John Henry Eaton signing off. is Enclave Radio with your host, me, President John. I'm President John Henry Eaton, and you're listening to Enclave Radio, the voice of warmth and reason in this cold, unreasonable world. And now, one of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your president, John Henry Eaton, straight to your heart. Associate with men of good quality if you esteem your own reputation, for it is better to be alone than in bad company.
This one's head on a fucking plate! Keep firing! Well now, if it isn't the little saint from the vault. We've been looking for you. Someone's put quite a price on your head. What? You think you can walk around the wasteland doing the things that you do, and there isn't going to be someone who takes notice? Such a shame. I hear that you could have been something useful. Ah well, time to die.
I'm John Henry Eden, President of the Enclave, President of America.
Ha ha!
President
No, I don't think so.
Again, America the Magnificent. This is President Eden, and I was hoping we could talk. It's time we discuss something rather important. The issue at hand is, well, my presidency. Questions have been raised, I know, as to just how I came to be elected to this most illustrious office. Or whether or not I have been elected. That I must answer, of course. Of course, I was elected to sweet America. Isn't the right the very foundation of the interest of national security? I'm not at liberty to discuss the details of the election. You understand? But rest assured, I am your president. The appropriate people of this great nation decided I should be. I am your duly elected representative. Of course, when the time comes, when my term is up, America will be free to elect a new president. And that person will have our full faith and confidence to carry our collective values forward into the future. Democracy, dear America. Democracy now and forever. But for now, my America, we must part. Restoring the greatest country in the world to its former glory, well, that takes time, even for the Enclave. Until next time, this is President Eden, signing off. Greetings again, sweet America. This is President John Henry Eden, and I'd like to chat if you've got a moment. When I was a child, growing up in rural Kentucky, I had the best friend a boy could hope for, my dear old dog, Honey. Oh, the adventures we had. From Knob Creek to Hagenville we roamed, carefree and courageous, irresponsible, and completely inseparable. It was, for a little boy, the perfect existence. So, let me ask you, America, how many of your children can say the same? How many of this nation's youth are truly happy, truly carefree? Well, we both know the answer, don't we? None. America's children live in a terrifying, meaningless existence. There is no hope, no happiness. That changes right here, right now. From this moment onward, the children of this great nation are its highest priority. The Enclave will restore every American school, reinstate every youth program, and offer counseling and financial assistance to any family in need. We will match up the destitute, orphan children of the capital wasteland with qualified, eligible adults. We will rebuild the American family as it was meant to be. Values of our past shall be the foundation of our future. And now, dearest America, we must say farewell. For there is much work to be done, Enclave never rests. Never. Till we meet again, this is John Henry Eden signing off.
Oh, I can't wait to hear how the repellent's working. Oh, excellent! Substantial field testing, precise reports, and such dedication. Oh, what more could I ask for in a research assistant? So, how did my chemical repellent work? Safe and clean like a charm, I'll bet. Oh dear. All of them? Well, I don't think I could water down the formula any further. With that much testing, I guess it's beyond correction. Go ahead and keep it. Maybe you can find a nicer use for it, right? Oh, but for your trouble, here, have the leftover chems from working on the repellent. I'm sure you can find some use for them.
And now, one of my
There's a lot we don't know about Mirelurks and how intelligent and dangerous they are. That definitely deserves research. I hesitate to ask, but I'll need to examine the effects of serious physical trauma. I wouldn't ask if I couldn't fix you up afterwards, of course. And that should be it for the second chapter. Which do you want to check out? Well, I never get to study anyone who's severely injured. Not without them crying to be fixed right away or trying to bleed out and all that. But obviously, you can handle a lot of abuse. So if I'm ever going to find a good example of human anatomy and injury resistance, it'd be you. Next time you get badly injured, return here so I can examine you before I heal you up. I mean, you're going to get yourself hurt anyway, right?
Hello again, America. This is John
Wow,
Henry
what a
Eden.
great research assistant you are. I mean, really, that's dedication. Demonstrating how to withstand pain by getting injured? Wow. When you're ready, come back here with some serious injuries, maybe a crippled limb or two, and I'll take notes and fix you up. I'll be waiting here with plenty of bandages for you, so don't worry. Just go get horribly injured. Oh, and be careful.
Need some grub? Try the brass lantern.
I'm President John Henry Eden, and you're listening to Enclave Radio, the voice of warmth and reason in this cold, unreasonable world. Hello again, America the Magnificent. This is President Eden, and I was hoping we could talk. We live in an age of poverty, greed, violence, destruction. Indeed, the very seat of the federal government, Washington, D.C., has been reduced to what is now known as the Capital Wasteland. The Capital Wasteland. How did it come to this, America? How did your leaders allow the most powerful nation on Earth to die? The The answer is really quite simple. Incompetence. Incompetence at the highest echelons of power. We put our trust, our faith, in half-wits. Our intrepid leaders had everything they wanted: power, wealth, prestige. And it made them lazy, America. Oh, yes, and laziness breeds stupidity. Rest assured, I will not make the mistakes of my predecessors. When John Henry Eden builds a country, he builds it to last. The American way. Don't you, my darling America, deserve that?
Well, how do you feel?
A future free of war and fear and terrible uncertainty.
Oh, I know it does, dear, but it's for a good cause. Try not to squirm so much while I take notes. Now, how would you describe the pain you're feeling? Any advice for how to keep it from being overwhelming? And remember, this is for posterity.
A place to truly call.
You? At a loss for words? Oh, it's worse than I thought. Luckily, I'm here to patch you up. Now hold still and quit fidgeting.
Nation will be
Ugh.
reborn.
How
and
can
the
you be walking
Enclave
around like
will
this?
Be its salvation. Until we meet again.
Okay, I even stitched a little smiley face in you to keep up your spirits. It's kind of hard to see from your side, though. Here, take this environment suit of mine. It will help with medical tasks, and it should help prevent the effects of exposure, too. Yes, knowing more about them can help people learn to avoid or even outsmart them. So I picked up this observer device to study them in their natural habitat. I need you to hide one in one of the spawning pods in their lairs. While you're working on that, I'll be following up on a lead I've got for a couple stealth boys. When you're done, they're yours. And who knows, maybe we'll learn something useful from the Mirelurks. That's great. I recommend the nest at the Anchorage War Memorial. I knew a trader who talked about the Mirelurks down there. Just go inside and find one of their spawning pods, probably down near the water. Put this observer inside and get out quietly. And be sure not to kill any Mirelurks inside their nest. If you do, it could ruin the validity of the study. The info you're bringing back is great. Looking forward to more.
The appropriate people of this great nation decided I should be. I am your duly elected representative. Of course, when the time comes, when my term is up, America will be free to elect a new president. And that person will have our full faith and confidence and carry our collective values forward into the future. Democracy, dear America. Democracy now and forever. We've got a part now, you and I. Don't be sad, America. The Enclave is working tirelessly to rebuild this great nation, so you don't have to. Until we meet again, this is your president, John Henry Eden, signing off. Sweet America, hello again. This is President Eden. I'd like to have a chat. When I was a child, growing up in rural Kentucky, I had the best friend a boy could hope for. My dear old dog, Honey. Oh, the adventures we had. The Enclave will restore every American school, reinstate every youth program, and offer counseling and financial assistance to any family in need. We will match up the destitute, orphan children of the capital wasteland with qualified, eligible adults. We will rebuild the American family as it was meant to be. The values of our past shall be the foundation of our future. Reflect upon all I have said, my America. Reflect and wait. For soon, this great nation will be reborn, and the Enclave will be its salvation. Till next time, this is John Henry Eden signing off.
Can I interest you in an extremely rare refreshment? It's called a Nuka-Cola Quantum. It's much better than your average Nuka-Cola. It even glows in the dark. For only 100 caps, you'll be the first to find out. I was on my way to Girdershade to sell it to the lady there, but you could save me the trip.
One of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your president.
Okay, but you're gonna kick yourself later.
Straight to your heart. This generation of Americans has a rendezvous with destiny.
Bye.
You're listening to Enclave Radio. I'm John Henry Eden, President of the Enclave, President of America, President of your heart. Enclave Radio with your host, me, President John Henry Eden.
I'm Doc Church, and I run this clinic. Now, before you go asking me for help, you'd better know the rules. Rule 1, don't bother me. If you do bother me, you better be damn near dead. I'm busy enough taking care of people I actually like. Follow my rule, I'll keep you patched up, I'll keep getting paid, and we'll get along just fine. I thought you had the look about you. Sure, I can help you, but it's not free. 50 caps, take it or leave it. All right. I got some of this pre-war stuff. Should flush your system right out. All right, that should do it. You need anything else? Okay, then. Try not to get killed out there.
I'm President John Henry Eden, and you're listening to Enclave Radio, the voice of warmth and reason in this cold, unreasonable world.
God bless the USA and nowhere else.
Got some... Oh, hey! Kind of busy here, but I guess I can talk for a bit. What's up?
Common criminals with access
So,
to some
are they intelligent? Do they have a leader? Some sort of king? Ooh, or priests? Ooh, or some sort of scaly community center?
the Pentagon as their own personal clubhouse.
I'll bet most people would have just gone in there, guns blazing without half a thought. But not you. You're the best research assistant ever. I've been getting a good signal, but what do you think about them from your first-hand observations of them?
Frighteningly irradiated ghouls of underworld. And last but not least, the hideously mutated super mutants that have completely overrun the entire downtown DC area. Lawlessness.
Well, they certainly aren't making tea and having nice chats, obviously. But maybe you're right. Any social development is minor at best. Some of these observations about their armor and camouflage gave me an idea for reinforced neutral-colored headgear. Here, consider it thanks for not interfering with them. Oh, speaking of which, take these, so you can continue to avoid them in the future.
Reflect upon all I have said, my America. Reflect and wait. For soon, this
Oh, it's very real and very complete. I think I'm really capturing that sly and stylish way you have of getting around problems out there.
is your present.
Of course, I worry I'll write with too much style and not enough substance. So keep bringing me back good research, and that won't be a problem. Here's your payment. I know ammo isn't really your style, but think of it as excellent bartering material. Now, on to the next chapter.